Namaste, my friends. My name is Pavel Kalagin. I'm a yoga teacher by the system of the Swami Sivananda, very known teacher all over the world, great saint for real. He wrote about 300 books. His students opened a lot of ashrams around the world. I've been in ashrams. I lived there. I got initiated in tradition by mantra and puja. So my spiritual name is Sankara, but I'm not fanatical. No extremes. I don't like to judge, to criticize, to do some brainwash, push you, force you to do something. I'm just trying to help. Like, I don't want you to make mistakes I did. And it's pretty much spiritual channel. We're speaking about yoga. In here on the channel, it's like mostly my videos, but many topics like Vedic way, of course, like meditation, relaxation, health, self-improvement, enlightenment, reincarnation, karma, and many others. Very practical one about asanas and pranayamas also. It's absolutely free and not commercial channel. So who is watching me all the time, you can skip this introduction because I'm saying pretty much same thing. I don't know who, when, and where people will see it, so it's for the future, so not for me. I would go to the topic right away, but it's polite to do, so be patient. Just few minutes. About me and the channel, like, because people will ask, like, who is here and what's going on here, what I'm watching, I have few platforms. I have website, huge website, like Encyclopedia of Yoga. Many gurus helped me to do that. It's in Russian language, but for now. But you can translate it. A big program on there, like 165 languages. It can do. Even big companies using that. So travel over it. I'm also publishing the books. Main book calls The Essence and the Altar of Love. That's a book with many spiritual phrases in the like Vedic culture way. It's about 7,000 in this book. I have much more. So you can download it or read it absolutely free from my site, and in any system. You can Google it, Pavel Kalagin, really Paul Kalagin, Pavel Kalagin, whatever, and you're gonna see it under the video. And or Google like The Essence and the Altar of Love. It's in English, in Russian, and many other languages available. So I have some other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, so every day pretty much I put one or two phrases from my books, and do comments under the video, in Instagram and Facebook. So I would appreciate it. That's important for other people. So I study yoga about 8 years, I guess, from 11 years old, I think, and I teach about 30 years. So I have experience, and I don't want to teach you how to live your life, so some videos practical ones, and some videos like spiritual way, like satsang. Today is going to be spiritual way, like satsang. I am usually it's different playlists, and it's another playlist, many videos about spiritual talks, like about God, about truth, like how to reach yourself, and how to open yourself for you, and many others. So like I said, I'm not gonna push you into that, so I'm just basically speaking from my heart and from my experience, meditation experience, life experience. I've been through many stuff, from love, through a lot of suffering. So yeah, a lot of practices, teachers. Yeah, usually I'm not looking at the camera too much because my vision is not so good. So I recommend you video in here on the Facebook. I mean, in Instagram, in the YouTube, my YouTube channel. It's Yoga for Eyes. Very good video. So who's got problem with that? I'm sure it's gonna help you. It's helping me a lot. So right now I'm here in Brooklyn in my little ashram, 2021, July. So pretty hot day today, but not that much like before. It was like crazy. So I'm not without clothes, like, because I want to show my body. It's just too hot in here. It's a roof above, and if I put AC here, you're not gonna hear me. So I don't have big ego, very small one. So from heart to heart, from soul to soul, I'm saying. Yeah. So that's pretty much, this is it, what I wanted to say in the beginning. Usually pretty much the same words. Sometimes I can stop because my English is my second language. I'm here in the country about more than 30 years, I guess, and I can speak, I understand, but sometimes it's not easy to find the right word to explain something difficult about meditation, about some spiritual conception. It's not easy even for people who knows English well. So I might stop, I'm meditating, I'm doing my practices myself, so I can a little bit spaced out sometimes. So don't worry about that. And sometimes camera is too bright. It's a good quality, but still, I look like pale a little, but I'm okay. I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, nothing like that. Even before, I didn't do much. So this is it. That's me, that's the channel, and it's a free talk. You know, like, you're gonna learn your lesson from it if you want. I learned my lesson from these stories. So today it's gonna be in satsang, spiritual video, philosophy video, I can say. Sometimes I do comments on somebody's sutras or shlokas or stories. Sometimes I'm telling some wisdom stories, like real or not real. Including my own stories, mystical things. And sometimes I do comments on my own phrases from the books also, so that's what I do also. So it's different kind of satsangs, and the videos not connected to each other. Yes, so and it's improvisation. It's like I know what I'm gonna speak about approximately, but I don't prepare myself too much before video. It's otherwise it's gonna be flat. So it's really alive, you know, like spontaneous one. Yes, so today the few stories I think, few thoughts to think about, who wants to, who on the path to the Lord. Yeah, for the yogi people might be interesting. Yeah, the first topic I wanna speak about, like, humans and animals. You know, a lot of people think we're better than animals, and somebody thinking I'm better than anybody. Forgot it's the same. You know, like people, trees, stones or animals especially. So who enlightened would understand this. Yeah, but it's not easy. Some animals have like qualities that human being not have. You know, it's not exist in us. In opposite ways, of course, like we have brain consciousness, but it's not making us better than animals. We're just different. And it's not evolution like we came from monkey, you know, like maybe you do, I don't know, maybe somebody believe in it, like from crocodiles, you know, it's yeah. But I want to speak, like I want to tell you the story about that. It was just little introduction, like before the story. I'm telling the story to learn some lesson from it. Yeah, about animals, for example. You know, it was the guy long time ago. He had a dog, you know. He loved the dog a lot, like really. And the dog loved him also. By the way, it's a good movie, Fluke, it says. It's an old movie. My my guru wanted to watch me one day. It's about reincarnation, the soul and the dog. You're gonna see it. Fluke, Fluke, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, and the dog loved him so much. And one day by accident, he didn't do anything. It was different times. It was in Russia, it was crazy. Like, yeah. And he went to he went to the jail for a long time. For more than 10 years or something. It was about 50 years ago, even more, 60 years. But it doesn't matter. It could happen anywhere, anytime. So I'm sure it's a lot of stories like that, but I know this one. And it was the place, his apartment, it was like few houses. And the dog, like, he stayed like, he couldn't come into the apartment. Some other people went there and started to live and not let this dog to go in. And the dog, like, is just stayed in the street, and people gave him some food every day, and he didn't leave the place. He was waiting for the guy for his love, his friend, for years and years. He became old, beaten, you know. When it was cold, he was, you know, suffering a lot. And he didn't eat much, but he survived. And after these 10 years, like, the guy, like, wanted just to, he went to another apartment, you know, after the jail. The government gave him another place to live. And he knew, like, it's some people there. Why he wanna do this, like, to go there. He was sure, like, the dog is gone, like, the military people who put him in a jail, like maybe took him or somebody took it, or he died without the food. And he didn't even think about, like, he couldn't even, like, think about he's alive. So, and once he wanted to go there, just to see, like, people who lived there, like it was his friends there, and the place he lived so long ago, and something about nostalgia, you know. Yeah. And he took a bus and he went to this place, and when he came into the, you know, near his house, it was some place like few houses around, and it's like backyard, kind of backyard, and houses around. Not backyard from one house, from few houses. And he saw the dog. He was shocked, and the dog right away came to him. He was speaking to him like a person, like making the sounds, like he was so, he couldn't even express the feelings, like how like he didn't believe he's gonna come, but he was waiting. And I don't want to tell the names now. And the guy, like, he was shocked, like this dog was waiting for him all these years, like, but hoping he's gonna come back for him. And the one lesson, it's like, it's better not to attach too much to something in our world, because when you're gonna go away, when you're gonna die, passed away, it's gonna be very difficult to live the people who you really love. It's not like you shouldn't love, you shouldn't get in love, but of course you should. But still think about it, like prepare yourself, you might lose people you love every day, like any day. So another lesson, it's so much love in a dog, it's the animal, but so much love, I can't even express my feeling also. It's very rare with humans, like a person goes to the prison for 10, 15 years, almost nobody is waiting for him, wife or husband. Especially now. So the dog recognized him right away. You know, it's a miracle, like relative, and he took him to his house. You know, that's the lesson about love. The animals, especially dogs, can really love. Sometimes people not, in many religions, they say the dogs like dirty, spiritually dirty animals. And if they touching them before prayer or something, they even sometimes are changing the clothes or they're not letting them into the temple. It is something in it because it's very old traditions. It's not just like that. But still you should think about try not to be better than other people and then some animals. Any animals. The bird who is singing in the morning. You cannot do this. Think about it. So the story touched me like so deep. It was a long time ago. Yeah, and after that, even the movie exists about it. I forgot what's the name of the movie. That's a very old movie. So I think it's a lot to think about what I just told you. Yeah, I don't want to put too much into the video. Just another story. You know Alexander Makedonsky. He was the great warrior long time ago from Greece. And also it was Diogen or Diogen, wherever. It was the same person, like he was living, in some box, kind of, or it made it from some, near the river, somewhere. I don't know how to say it, like, but very small thing. Looks like people keeping the wine in, like kind of wood thing. Yeah, like a big jar, you can say, from the wood. And he was sleeping there, he was lived there. He had nothing, he was like sannyasi, completely sadhu, completely. He was very wisdom person, very enlightened. Yeah, again. And once Alexander, he wanted he had a problem, and people said, go to this person to Dagan and ask him, maybe he's gonna help you with decision like you're looking for. And he went to this person to ask like what to do. It was something about money, something about that, something about war, politics. And he gave him like amazing answer, like he helped him a lot. And Alexander said, like, what do you need? Like, I can give you a lot of things like money and stuff. Maybe for today it's sounds silly and funny, not realistic. But anyway, I still wanted to tell you this story. And he answered him with amazing phrase. He said, yeah, I need something. He said, what? Can you just step a little bit on the side? He said, why? Because you stays when the sun goes on me, Because of you, I cannot see the sun. If you go a little bit to the side, the sun will shine on me, and I will see the sun. That's all I need. Just a few steps on the side, and that's it. That's the story. That's all he needed, because he was like enlightened person, and he was not attached to anything like at all. And it's in our crazy world, it's pretty silly story, but when you know something about enlightenment, spirituality, God, attachments, you understand it was very high. It's not like people who doesn't have home and staying on the street, they taking drugs and taking alcohol. It's not the same, not at all. It's different thing. It is some fakey sadhus like in India, not in India, who's trying to get money from somebody. But some of them are real. He was real saint. He really understood God. And instead of God's love and energy, what's we have on earth, it's nothing. Even if we feel it's like, wow, it's so amazing. With God, it's like we have a sun, let's say, but it's kind of God, but it's a million suns. If you feel it like that, you're not gonna pay attention just to one sun anymore. Yeah. So I think it's enough for today. That's gonna be another stories to think about next time. Stay healthy. Namaste.